in the world, they misquote the scripture of 1 Timothy 6:10. They say, oh, money is the root of all evil. When in fact, it says, for the love of money is the root of all evil. And we're going to talk about that today, and what the love of money, or the love of anything before our power, what it can have you do, what position it can have you in, the lines it can have you cross. All right, so first and foremost, I want to give all praises to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. I want to give double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. I want to say shalom to all the brothers, and of course the few sisters who are pursuing this truth in sincerity. All right, may the blessing of election be upon your house. All right, so let's read 1 Timothy 6:10. It reads, for the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. Now let's go read this in the NLT. Let's see how it reads. 1 Timothy 6:10. In the NLT, it says, for the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. Makes me think of Romans 1. Okay, when people are given over to a particular vibration, when they're given over to wickedness, when you read it down at the bottom of Romans, the chapter, first chapter, it starts to talk about all the lines a person is willing to cross, all the characteristics they'll take on when they're fully given over to the left-hand side. All right. Again, 1 Timothy 6:10 in the NLT, it says, for the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. And some people, craving money, have wandered from the true faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. So you got to understand in scripture, there's nothing wrong with money. But when it becomes your priority over walking uprightly, therein lies the problem. The scriptures also say money can be a defense. Okay? So there's a place for it, but there's a place where it's not supposed to be as well. Let's get that scripture. All right, this is Ecclesiastes 7:12. It says, for wisdom is a defense. Right? Of course, wisdom. Wisdom is going to be the stability of our times. That's the highest form of money, to be honest. All right, that's spiritual riches, the wisdom. Okay, wisdom is that knowledge, but you knowing how to apply the knowledge that you have. That's going to be the stability of our time, as the scriptures say. Actually, let's go get that, and we'll come right back to here to Ecclesiastes. All right, it's Isaiah 33:6. It says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and the strength of salvation. Okay, so we got to have, this is the highest form of riches, really, the wisdom that the Lord has allowed us to be endowed with. And the fear of the Lord is his treasure. So if you got the wisdom, which is having the knowledge and knowing how to apply it, okay, combined with the fear of the Lord, you're on the right track. Okay, but when you love money, it'll cause you to, defer from the wisdom that you may even have. Okay, let's go back to Ecclesiastes 7:12. For wisdom is a defense, and money is a defense, but the excellency of knowledge, there it is, that wisdom giveth life to them that have it. Okay, so that's the highest form of riches. Money can be a defense, and it can solve a lot of problems. It can be used to fix a lot of things and uplift a lot of people. All right, but again, it has a time and a place. For instance, we're not to make merchandise of the congregation, but you have a lot of people that are leaders of congregations who, because they have that yearning to have money, they have that yearning to have some kind of status or appearance in this world, they'll cross that line that Yahweh Hashem Yahushua set for us and start to do things they ought not to. Charging people for breakdowns. Charging people to get counsel. When the prophets, we openly give counsel to the whole world. It's our job, The scriptures say, buy the truth and sell it not, you know. But again, lines get blurry when somebody starts to idolize something. When you let something else become your God. When you let something else take precedence over the instruction that our Father has given us. But again, we touched on what the true riches actually are, right? So let's read a couple precepts on that. And I'll wrap up in Matthew the 6th chapter, going into the fact that you can't serve God and mammon. Mammon is the god of money. You can't put them both on the same pedestal. Again, money has its place and it's not at the top. All right, this is Proverbs 8:35. For those who findeth me findeth life, and shall obtain favor of the Lord. You find wisdom, you find life. Again, wisdom being the knowledge of the things of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and being able to apply them in your day-to-day, all right, to a situation, to judge righteous judgment. Okay, let's go to Proverbs the 3rd chapter. Think about the 18th verse. All right, wisdom, right? It says, she is a tree of life to them that lay a hold upon her, and happy is everyone that retaineth her. Okay, let's go to got one more and then we'll go to Matthew the 6th chapter. All right, this is John 12:50. It says, and I know that his commandment is life everlasting. All right, this is the pathway to life, this wisdom, the instruction that we've been given. Whatsoever I speak, therefore, even as the Father said unto me, so I speak. Okay, so we had that example in our big brother Yahushua, man. Our perception, our balance of what right and wrong is according to the Lord. And that's it. And not only are we supposed to speak those things, we go to the book of James 1:22. We're supposed to be doers of the word and not hearers only. Okay, so now let's go to Matthew 6:19. And we'll pretty much wrap this up. Okay. All right, it says, lay not up for yourselves treasures upon the earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, meaning anything that you obtain here in this society, in this age, it's going to pass away. It can be taken away from you. Because the earth has been given into the hand of the wicked. And for you truly to exceed in this world, right, you're going to have to, you know, kind of adhere in particular facets to get to particular, let me just say it just straight up right, man. To reach certain levels of success in the society, you got to worship Satan. It is, that's just what it is. So that's why the love of money is the root of all evil, man. To truly experience particular plateaus of success within this society, within this kingdom, you got to worship Satan. Okay, Matthew 6:19. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon the earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. And who comes to steal, kill, and destroy? The devil. And there's a people who carry out, that vibration in the earth. There's a people that carry out the bidding of Satan, pursuing the 2 Thessalonians, 3:9. There's particular people that do that in the earth. That's their place. Okay. Let me see here. Part going on. All right. Verse 20. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. Okay. Let me see here. Precept that goes with this. Bear with me, guys. I'll find it later. I'll bring it up in another lesson. Yeah, man. So you can't, oh yeah, I know where it's at. Okay, let me get it real quick. First Corinthians 10, and I'll start at 20. Actually, I'll start at 19. What say then? No. 18. Behold, Israel after the flesh, are not they which eat of the sacrifices partakers of the altar? What say I then? That idol is anything, or that which is offered in the sacrifice to idols is anything. But I say that the things which the Gentiles sacrifice, they sacrifice to devils, and not to God. And that would not that ye should have fellowship with devils. Right? You can't dibble dabble in the vibration of the world and dibble dabble in the things of Hashem Yahushua. It has to be one. Verse 21, the point. Ye cannot drink of the cup of the Lord and the cup of devils. You cannot be partakers of the Lord's table and the table of devils. All right? Do we provoke the Lord to jealousy? Are we stronger than he? All things are lawful, but all things are not expedient. So you got to understand that particular things have a place. There's certain things, that can be used for good. Money can be used for good. Again, but it has a place, and that's not at the top. There's certain laws that certain standards and everything that you shouldn't cross to get it. So Abaratazah, the lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises once more to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakah HaKodash. I want to give double honor to apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. I want to say shalom to all the brothers and, of course, the few sisters who are pursuing this truth in sincerity. May the blessing of election be upon your house. Shalom.